it's Zena and welcome to Wicked Reviews, brought to you by wickedhorror.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 1974 blaxploitation horror Abby. So this film, basically the synopsis is a young wholesome woman is possessed by a Nigerian god named Ishu. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. So the film opens with Dr. Williams. He's played by William Marshall, aka Blackula, who's also a minister, a scholar, and an archaeologist. And he's in Nigeria and he's in a cave when he comes across Ishu, which is basically the god of sexuality. Ishu is very violent, and wherever Ishu is, there's pure chaos. He uses sexuality against whoever he is possessing. Abby is a beautiful, soft-spoken, all-around, just decent, awesome woman who recently started her new job as a Christian marriage counselor. Somehow, some way, Ishu possesses Abby, and all of that just completely goes out the window. I mean, this woman just becomes Satan himself, just like the spawn from hell. She went from this to this. From then on out, Dr. Williams tries his best to get this Nigerian god Ishu out of Abby. As the viewer, we witness some outrageous things that this woman does to family members, to friends, to strangers. Some of it was actually really funny because it was kind of just so outrageous that it made me laugh, and then other times I'm not too sure if it was intentionally supposed to be funny. So when it comes to blaxploitation horror films, I'm actually a huge fan, and I was so disappointed with myself as to why it took me so long to check this one out. So what I noticed, a lot of people either never heard of Abby or they forgot about it, so which is kind of sad. I actually remember reading an article that the production company that did Abby actually got sued by Warner Brothers because they completely said that it was a ripoff from The Exorcist. One thing that I thought was pretty cool, even though we never actually saw this Ishu, we would always see just like this smoke, and I guess that was supposed to be him. And then on top of that, it was like there was like this music, this weird music. It just sounds so 70s, but I absolutely loved it. There really is like a creepy atmosphere to it. All right, so I want to tell you guys one of my favorite scenes, but before I do tell you, it does not make me weird, because this scene, it was so creepy. Abby, she's cutting up some chicken, and you know, like a regular task, cutting up some chicken. Then all of a sudden, it just changes into from a horror to like some kind of erotica or something, because she was like moaning and like just getting out of control with some raw chicken. I don't even like chicken. The camera goes closer to Abby and then they show her eyes, and her eyes, it was like a little bit too much acting, like tone it down, Miss Speed, but it worked for the role. Pretty much she was doing some self-mutilating to her own self. Carol Speed did an amazing job with this role. She would go from being a sweet, soft-spoken woman, well put together, to a complete, brutal, just outrageous maniac. The only negative thing that I really have to say about the film is when it comes to Dr. Williams, he was the one who came across the Ishu. So I'm wondering, why didn't it possess him? Because it seemed like it was targeting him, but for some reason it didn't go after him, it went after Abby. Now I get it on a filmmaking sense, because it was far more entertaining to watch little Carol Speed, aka Abby, turn into this. Probably wouldn't have that same effect if it was William Marshall, aka Dr. Williams. That's just my thought on that. So this film is far from perfect. There are some things, you know, that are a bit dated because it was made in 1974, but it is an entertaining horror. And if you are one who loves blaxploitation, I think that you should check this film out. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't. It's streaming on YouTube right now. This film has horror, it has comedy, especially with the dialogue. The dialogue is so awesome. It has plenty of action in there, and it's really entertaining. We would love to know here at wickedhorror.com, what's your favorite blaxploitation horror film? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, especially if you would love to see more horror.